How's it going, guys? AZCloud21 back again with another episode of WMMA 5 here in our UFC save. And so now we are here at CHOI versus DAWODU. So the last time that I saw you guys, let's see, it was for Chiesa versus Burns. Michael Chiesa beat Gilbert Burns, who's actually fighting tomorrow in real life against Tyron Woodley in front of 946 Canadians. Congratulations to Mike Chiesa. But today we've got CHOI versus DAWODU, a little bit more low-key of a fight card. It's in South Korea, Eastern Asia. Already have all the broadcasters set up. CHOI versus HAKEEM DAWODU in the main event. Let's go ahead and take a look at our emails. Ooh, a lot of emails. So Chiesa and Gilbert Burns both extending their deals. Roundtree is getting offered elsewhere. We're the only ones he really wants to sign with. That's good. Amy Cadwell Montenegro signs. I'm guessing she's a Invicta girl, or 36. If she's gonna come to the UFC, now would be the time. So it looks like she might actually stay with us. Chris Honeycutt, 14-3-1. Couple of wins in LFA. Congratulations to him getting signed. Mickey Gall stays with us. Gavin Tucker, Jandaroba stays with us. Lara Procopio, I think she already has a fight schedule, so she'll be staying with us. Gary Tonin beat Sage Northcutt via unanimous decision, but we still can't negotiate with him. And Northcutt's coming off 2 losses now in 1 championships. Yikes, that's tough for him. He's only low-level national now. He might not even be worth going after in a little bit. Jordan Young is signed. I think he was in PFL. 12-2. Had a loss to Jordan Johnson, but he's a good prospect. He's 25 years old. Worth holding on to. Linton Vassell beat Steve Mowry, so Mowry lost. So 37-year-old Linton Vassell, who's now number 23 heavyweight in the world. Interesting. Is he able to negotiate? He is not. We'll take a look at Vassell. Put him on the short list. Phil Davis beat Rafael Cavalcante. He's not available to negotiate. Number 15 light heavyweight in the world. Adam Borix beat Daniel Strauss. 12-1. Not able to negotiate. It would tell us if they were able to negotiate. Alright, anything else we've got going on here? Oh, and a little bit of a little update on me and my life, if you actually care. I started going to the MMA lab in Phoenix, Arizona. I'm completely out of shape, but I did a little trial workout at the lab, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna be, going there from time to time, hitting the bag every now and then over there, trying to get in shape. I haven't really gone to the gym ever since this whole lockdown thing started, so it's gonna be nice to, get back in there. For a year, about a year ago, I started going to Two Knuckle Sports Fitness here in Arizona, and I got pretty in shape. I lost a lot of weight, and then I kind of just let it get away from me. But hopefully I can get back on that horse. 8-1 New Kang Kang, nice name. Able to negotiate. Let's go ahead and go after this guy. Nice Chinese prospect, mid-level regional as well. 20-7. Only 25 years old. 27 pro fights already. He's low-level regional America. I'll hold off on him right now. Ron Stallings, no thank you. Anybody else would not be worth going after. It would have to be someone who's up here. Lan Sang. Nah. Sorelli. 37 heavyweight. Mid-level regional in America. How long is he out for? 13 days. 15-4 is a pretty impressive record, and we can always use more heavyweights. Okay. Looks like that's all we can really do right now. Let's see if we can finish up any of these bookings here. Nope, not for that one. Should have it written down somewhere what all these are supposed to be. So the ABC card, where's that at? So Diaz versus Masvidal 2, and then Mike Perry was against who? Wonder Boy. Is Wonder Boy ready to be scheduled? He is not. Okay. Let's see. For the France 1, Suarez Esparza, Heinisch, Kennedy, Borg, Wood. No. And then Borg versus Nathaniel Wood, who is not ready. When is he ready? Where is Nathaniel Wood? There he is. 14 days. So still a couple weeks before we can get him set up. Silva Hermanson, Luque Askren, Walker Pedro, Maya Dos Anjos, Kron versus Lamas. Already got that one set up. So Luque versus who again? Luque Askren, Maya Dos Anjos. He's not ready. Looks like Dos Anjos is ready. Walker versus Tyson Pedro. Main show fight, but not main event. Johnny Walker is the favorite. All right. Coming off a win over Yuri Prohashka, so big fight for Tyson Pedro here. Of course, Johnny Walker's coming off that loss to Anderson Silva. And then it's Rafael Dos Anjos against who? Damian Maia, right? Yeah, Maia's probably not ready yet. When will Damian Maia be ready? Where's he at? 14 days. So another couple of weeks before we can get these guys booked up. I'm highly considering doing 10 prelims for every show from now on, just to get, more prelims out there. But we got to make money, We got to make sure we're making money first and foremost. Just kind of like the Shadow Ridge save. So we'll hold off on that. Okay. All the broadcasters are put up. This might end up losing us a little bit of money just because this is not the most star-studded show we're putting on by any means. All right, first prelim. Czech Kone taking on Abdel Rahman Driai in what I assume is the heavyweight division. Middleweight division, as a matter of fact. And Rahman is a big favorite, and he wins via unanimous decision. All right, so 7-0 he is. Gabriel Magli Benitez taking on Derek Minner. Minner, the underdog, fighting out of Glendale Fighting Club in L.A. Tijuana, Mexico is where Gabriel Magli Benitez is from. I think he fought on that Mexico card. He did not. And Minner gets the win via submission. So I'm not sure, but Benitez might be in danger of getting cut now. Tyson Nam taking on Matt Danger Schnell in the flyweight division. Schnell 14-5, Nam 16-11-1. And Tyson Nam gets the win via unanimous decision, and basically saving his job, because I doubt I would have kept him around if he had lost. Naoki Inoue taking on Hiromasa Ogi Kubo, another flyweight fight here for the South Koreans. Plus 440 underdog is Ogi Kubo. Inoue ends up becoming godlike in my other UFC save, but I think he's coming off a loss in this one, right? Well, he's coming off a win, but in Ryzen. And so Inoue gets the win via TKO in round number 1. Congratulations to him. 14-2 now, and he would like to fight Alexander Doskolchuk. Another prelim, Jinyu Frey taking on Mizuki Inoue in the strawweight division. Mizuki the underdog at 14-5. Jinyu Frey, former Invicta atomweight champion, maybe strawweight champion at 115. Minus 360 favorite, and she gets the win via TKO. Improves to 10-4 and celebrating getting her UFC debut victory. All right, Bradley Bear Scott taking on Carl Baby K. Robertson. 9-2 is Baby K taking on 11-6 Bradley Scott in the middleweight division. And Baby K gets the win, improving to 10-2. Started out in the UFC at 4-0, interestingly enough. Good for him. Former kickboxing champion. And he would like to fight Andrew Sanchez next. Elderte Sanchez. Up next, DAWODU taking on Marcin Prachnio in the last prelim. 13-4, taking on 13-2. The hometown boy, I'm going to pick him. 26 years old. Little height advantage as well. And he's able to get it done in his hometown, home country. 142 into round number 1 via the Kimura. Names the local clubs and everyone is welcome there to go party with him. All right, opening contest on the main card. Jiyeon Kim taking on my future wife, Mackenzie Dern. Dern, a little bit of an underdog here. A little bit scary taking on the South Korean hometown girl. I believe she's coming off the loss to Rebus in this game. No, she's coming off a win over Ashley Evans-Smith on the Habib Ferguson card. Interesting. And then Jiyeon Kim, I think is she coming off a win as well? Yes, over Vivian Araujo. And Mackenzie Dern gets the submission via an arm triangle in round number 3. 2 consecutive wins now in this save. We're big Mackenzie Dern fans on this channel. Charismatic talker with looks to match. She has real superstar quality in this setting. Alright, second fight in the main card. Thai Bam Bam Tuivasa making the trip up from New Zealand, taking on Marcin Tybura. Alright, Tybura is the favorite at -330, 18-7, taking on 8-4. And Tuivasa gets the win via TKO in round number 1. Interesting. A big underdog. And he gets the win. Coming off the loss to Stefan Struve. He was on a 4-loss losing streak. And now he might have just saved his job. Because the 5-loss losing streak, he was not going to be sticking around. Tybura now consecutive losses after losing to Oleinik. So we'll have to see where he goes from here. But Tuivasa, very good win for him. Kyung, Mr. Perfect Ho Kang, taking on Michael Mayday McDonald. So the former Bantamweight Championship contender making his return against the South Korean hometown fighter in Ho Kang, but is, well, I was going to say the underdog, but almost a pick'em. So the last fight that McDonald had, of course, in Bellator against Eduardo Dantas, knockout win. And Kyung Ho Kang is coming off a win over Pyang Yon Liu. And I think that was on the South Korea card, right? Yeah, on the Edgar Korean Zombie card. And Mayday McDonald gets the win, so not a great night for South Korean fighters other than DAWODU. Getting the win via knockout, 126 into round number 1. Not ranked. Maybe he's ranked after this. And he's glad that he was able to work on his kicking power. Up next, the natural born killer, Carlos Condit, taking on Alberto, Soldier of God, Mina. Big favorite is Carlos Condit. 30-14, taking on 13-1. And Carlos Condit gets it done. Solid win for him over a 13-1 fighter around the same age as him. 324 into round number 3. Tough fight, gives a show of respect to Alberto Mina. Alright, co-main event time now. The Rebel Gokhan Saki taking on Eric Yaboy Anders. Now Saki is coming off a win over Gian Vellante on the Overeem versus Dos Santos fight card. A fight that I thought he was going to lose. And your boy Anders, Eric Anders, is coming off a win over, I think that's Big Nog, or Little Nog, Antonio Rogerio Nogueira, on the very first fight card that we had. Ranked at number 23. And Saki, not ranked. So if he beats Anders, he might be ranked. And that's a funny thought, considering he would only be 3-2. But he's a big underdog against Anders. But stranger things have happened. But not today. Eric Yaboy Anders defeats the Rebel Gokhan Saki in 156 of round number 3. So Yaboy defeats the kickboxing machine. Praises Saki for his skill and toughness. As we reach the main event of the evening, Korean Superboy CHOI taking on Min HAKEEM DAWODU. 11-1-1 is DAWODU, coming off a win over Julio Arce on the Masvidal Diaz card. And CHOI is coming off 4 straight losses, so why is he main eventing? I have no idea. Coming off a loss to Ryan Hall, but low-level national in Asia, so that's why he's main eventing. So the result doesn't necessarily matter too much of this main event, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the end. And CHOI gets the win via TKO in round number 1. 51 seconds is all it takes, and the Korean fans more than likely go home happy. And he wants to party with everybody. Look at that, Superboy. So yikes, an attendance of 282 in Eastern Asia. Critical rating 72, commercial rating 73. Like I said, not the best drawing card. And probably a card that I should have, prepared a little bit more for. Let's see how much money we end up losing. No popularity changes, which is good. Now let's see. Were there any better fights? Not really. So Carlos Condit, Alberto Mina gets fight of the night. And then CHOI gets a performance bonus. And then was there anyone else that ended their fight quicker? Michael McDonald, no. Tai Tuivasa, no. Da Un Jung, let's give one to him. The Korean boy got a performance bonus himself. And a loss of $972,000 on this show. That's rough. Carlos Condit made $680,000. Hopefully we're renegotiating his contract because he's not worth that. Especially if he's not like top 15. Lost $1 million on that show for real, huh? Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday afternoon. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts on, not just on this save, but also my other save that I have going on, Shatterbridge Fighting Championships, which I always stream live, whether it's on YouTube or Twitch. Really enjoying it. Let me know down below what your thoughts on Woodley versus Burns that is happening tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a little live stream of Shatterbridge Fighting Championships where I give my thoughts on the game, probably. So we'll go ahead and update our rankings, which I don't think are going to be touched all that much. Take a look at our emails, see if there's anyone that needs to be re-signed, see if there's anyone that needs to be signed, and then we'll be on our way. All of this is leading, of course, to, I believe, Jones versus Blachowicz, which is our next pay-per-view. One that should happen in real life, and that is going to happen here in game, so very interesting to see about that. We also have McGregor versus Khabib 2. That's going to come at a later date in this save. I think that's the November pay-per-view, if I'm remembering correctly. Our last pay-per-view, Adesanya versus Costa, was really good in my opinion. I was very happy with it. All right. First things first, update the rankings. Big movement at heavyweight, actually. Tai Tuivasa moving all the way up to number 12 after the win over Tabura, who moves down to 21. All right, light heavyweight, Eric Anders moves up to number 20. Roundtree moves down to 23. Nothing at middleweight or welterweight or lightweight or featherweight or bantamweight. McDonald not even ranked. Flyweight, Tyson Nam is number 20. Inoue is number 21 now. Nothing at women's bantamweight. Flyweight, Mackenzie Dern moves up a couple spots to number 16. Honchak is now ranked, and then some other people move up. Jin Yu Freya is now ranked at number 24 at women's strawweight. That's it. That's it. All right, Carl Robeson needs to be re-signed coming off a win, so let's go ahead and do that. 1,300 a fight is all he wants. Let's give that to him. A couple more guys coming after Mauro Sorelli, and if it's more than one offer, yours is one of them. Let's see. For mid-level regional, I mean, why not? Again, you can always use more. You can always use more heavyweights. Jiyeon Kim needs to be re-signed. Let's go ahead and get that done. Coming off a loss to Mackenzie Dern. Eric Anders needs to be re-signed. He wants 7K. How much was he on before? 15,000. So still making less, which I'm happy with. As shitty as that sounds. Matt Schnell needs to be re-signed. 4-4. 2-loss, 2-fight losing streak in the flyweight division. He's not ranked, which is not a good sign because usually any flyweights that I have are usually ranked. $20,000 a fight. We're gonna go ahead and let Schnell go because we can cut him for free because he's coming off a loss. And then I could immediately re-sign him. That'd be kind of a dick move, so I'm not going to right now. Tabura. That's the thing, though. I should take a serious look at cutting people who are coming off losses, especially if they're not popular because they're making so much, you know. But for Tabura, he's still ranked, so we'll go ahead and keep him around, especially considering 2,800. Bradley Scott. Coming off a loss. 3 straight losses. No thank you. We'll straight up cut him. Carlos Condit, so he will no longer be making $307,000 a fight. He'll be making around 37, which is about right. Before this, he was, not having a good time. Alright. Happy to make that contract signing. So now, Gabriel Mogli Benitez. 2 straight losses. 40,000 a fight, but not after this. No, give me 2 fights, not 3. There we go. CHOI needs to be re-signed. Anything for the Superboy. Low-level national. He's going to be our go-to South Korean card guy, essentially, right now. Michael McDonald got injured, and Rede Globo is pissed. They wanted more star power on the show. Yeah, I figured. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Carl Semanutafa, 12-9, 2-0 in KOTC. Mid-level regional, but no. Pat Sabatini, 13-3, 29 years old, featherweight, coming off 2 wins. Let's go ahead and do that. Sign this kid up. Pepe Abedi, no thanks. Bruno Carvalho, no. Francisco France, no. Just Dustin Jacoby. Ben Fuimano, no. Alright, that's about it. Alright, so the next time that I see you guys will be for UFC on ABC, Yaquinta versus Poirier. This will be rather interesting. Of course, Dustin Poirier coming off the win against Dan Hooker in one of our first fight cards of the save. And then Yaquinta is coming off a little bit of a shock win over Alexander Hernandez on the Joanna versus Suarez card. So that's the main event for our next show. Also got Kelvin Gastelum taking on Brad Tavares. Chris Holdsworth making his, is it his return or has he fought already? His return. Making his return against Thomas Almeida. Duffy versus Espino. Andrade versus Jan. And then Brian Barberena taking on Sean Strickland. Alright. So that is going to be the next time that I see you guys. AZPalau21 is the channel name. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. And be sure to click on the little bell so you guys get notifications whenever my videos get uploaded. Thank you guys. And I hope to see you around. I'll probably be uploading, not uploading, but I'll probably be going live with Shadow Ridge Fighting Championships in a little bit. So until then, I'll see you guys around.